Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, blue 60. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jameis to throw it. A dump underneath to Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jared Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 5 down. Stand up. Hey, stop. Under 30. Hey, 40's Mike. Off. Right there. 40's Mike. Let him go.
Off the play fake. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kelvin Harmon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Wait. Hey, Mike 51. I got you, boy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Third and short yardage. Winston. He's got Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big stop, let's go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check the backer, check the backer. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got three, triple team.
Winston now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the toss, here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That second down play nets a -4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, 22!
Back to throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's a party now. 25, check 25, check 25. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll try the right side with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after try for Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Blue 60!
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Stafford here. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go!
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Here's Winston.
You ain't going nowhere.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A second down throw for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Winston now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready? You ready? Mike 40, Mike 40. Come off the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Jameis to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Switch. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Play action now, Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Lions will take over. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. 53. Ready.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Nassib able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
But you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. He's going to go up top for the... And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Lions 38, Buccaneers 31. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Turn up. Watch twist. Hey, stop. Flip it. Alert 3. Slam.
To throw, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He completes it to Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 16-yard.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense.
Now Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones there to make the grab.